Hey guys, welcome back to some more Majora's Mask. Well, we pretty much did all of our egg stuff at this point. We got our next song to go in the next dungeon, so how about we don't do that for a while and do some more side questing?
Also, 10 out of 10 flip at the beginning.
Okay. So, in a game that requires, time management skills, we are going to do the complete opposite of what you're saying. Okay.
Exactly. We know how to time manage so well, we're going to time manage everything but the objective. Speaking of management, here's a cool little setup you can do to hit all these pots, because if you miss even one of these in the chain, then you lose the minigame and you're forced to pay money. So for breaking all these jars all at once, you get a 100 rupee prize, but they take away the 10 anyway, so it's just 90. You could do this setup every time that I'm doing here to get this consistently, so it could be a viable money grinding strategy, but I'll just say don't, because there's other ways in the game to do this better and faster.
Yeah, who wants to pay 10 rupees every time anyways?
Yeah, because if you fail even like one little part and just hit 4 out of 5 pots, then you're just spending money instead of making money. But I like the idea when you're not a Goron, is like, wait a minute, hang on. No, sorry, you can't do this, so now you gotta pay. But the boomerang fins are still out from the Zora form, so yeah, this is gonna go as well as you think.
Oh no! Oh no!
Sir, how many times? Look, I hit one twice. Stop that.
He's just racist against Gorons.
Anyone that's not a fish, I'm gonna hate. I want that money back.
Wait a minute, what happened to the Goron? That was just here.
It's like, I could have swore you were right here, Macau, and all of a sudden, then you disappeared, Goron showed up, and they broke all my pots, got pissed at him, and, made him pay all his money. Now all of a sudden, you're back. What happened?
It's kind of like that idea where you see that person in a trench coat doing all this kind of stuff, and then realize the person behind the trench coat itself is not who you think. In this case, the trench coat is the Zora, and the guy behind it is just a Goron.
Now we're talking about that. I got the idea of 3 Deku scrubs in a trench coat with a fedora hat.
I'm sure somebody's done it.
That's how they try to get out of Clocktown. They have to disguise themselves in the most elaborate way possible to leave. Because everyone thinks they're children otherwise.
Marley, you got another drawing.
How many times have you added to his list in the years?
Too many to count.
I've lost count at this point.
Oh boy, this place.
Everyone's favorite area in the game, and not tedious in any way.
That's why you tried to kill yourself at the beginning, isn't it?
Oh god, I gotta be here. Oh, gotta get this over with.
You ever noticed their eyes though? Like, actually looked at them? They're not very friendly looking.
Yeah, they're trippy. They're like very, very trippy. You just look at one of those things and it feels like you can get lost in it. It's like a vortex. Which, it kind of fits because it's the same for like the belt buckle he has with the rotating propeller.
I was gonna say, that's trippy. I said, that's saying something for this game.
Yeah.
Yeah. The game's just full of trippy kind of elements. So, have you ever played Superman 64? Because that's all the Beaver race is. Rings. Nothing but rings.
Oh wait, you haven't? Too bad, you're going to now.
Yeah, might as well Superman 64 number 64, because I swear, every video game has a ring section. I don't know why, it's just tradition.
I'm just waiting for you to lose this minigame, and whenever you lose, it says Lex wins.
Yes, man, that's how the moon crashes. Because of Lex.
Like, Lex Luthor, I didn't even know you were in this game.
That's how you know he's truly evil.
This minigame. I have a love-hate relationship with this game because when I was a kid, I didn't mind it as much. I mean, of course, I was a stupid kid and I didn't really mind a lot that people probably got aggravated about in video games in general, but when I got older and I played this and I had that one incident where I got to the ring at 0 seconds and it still failed me. Or no, it was like 1.1 second left or something like that. and it still failed me, and I got mad.
Yeah, it's like, why? Something about how the game can check if you go through a ring as the timer hits 0 is like, yeah, timer takes priority, you failed. Doesn't matter if you touched the ring or not. That's kind of how the timer system works in these games in general. Both Ocarina and Majora have that issue with the timer.
I mean, you were saying, Amber, it's like you remember when you were a dumb kid and you a lot of things that bothered a lot of people probably didn't bother you. You're talking to the kid that literally thought that when he played Sonic 06 when he was 16 years old, that all the problems that Sonic 06 had was his fault, not the game's.
Oh yeah, that red ring of death, man. No, man, that was not the game's fault. Actually, it wasn't. 360 was built crappy in the early 2000s.
I don't know how to answer this. I really don't
I
know how to
literally
answer
didn't
this.
think, when I was younger, my mentality was that if the game is screwed up, that was my fault. That wasn't the game's fault. I never really blamed the game.
Oh, so you were the opposite. Instead of blaming the game, you blamed yourself. Okay.
Yep. And I mean, nothing's really changed since then, but you know.
You're like one of the rare kinds then, because I don't know how many people would have blamed the game at that point.
You know, always the one little thing besides. Actually, there's two little things on Sonic 06 that always make me upset. Uh-oh, you missed one. Uh-oh.
Fine, we just doubled back. It's fine. It's fine. It just wastes like slight time, but it really doesn't matter.
Yeah, you're
Is
fine.
this gonna be a Lex win?
You can't miss too many rings. That's the only problem. Like, you can miss, I think, 1 or 2 rings and be fine, but if you miss, I think, upwards to 4 or so rings, then that's a problem, because you won't have enough time. The bigger problem here is actually just the time, because it's a very long race. Can we even really call this a race? It's not a race. You never win, technically. The real winner here is the time.
It's an auto-scroller.
Yeah, essentially.
I mean, you never get in front of the Beaver anyway, so it's not really a race.
Really, the one thing of significance to mention here is that the path is slightly different depending on the day that you come here. Day 1, 2, and 3 do have different paths through this maze, which is why you can see the map has areas you don't go into. It depends on the day you're here for the race. That's basically it. That was literally the whole race, and it really wasn't much of a race. There's just Simon Says ring.
Yeah. That last ring is the one that got me when I tried recording this before with Sonic Ghost, and I got mad.
But it created a good memory.
No! I want it burned from my memories now.
It burned from my corneas. I don't want to ever see it again.
Oh, I have some bad news for you. Because, did you like seeing that race? Well, that was only prize 1. To get prize 2, guess what we gotta do again.
You want to see me do it again?
Fortunately, I don't want to see this again, but we need to do it.
Want to see me do it again? Thank you for my sanity for speeding this up.
Yeah, this is one I questioned to the original devs of why did they make you do this twice? Because you could have easily had the young Beaver give you 1 prize and then the big brother Beaver give you the 2nd prize, so it'd just be 2 races. But instead, you just do the same 2 races again, making a total of 4 for some reason. I don't know why. Even the randomizer knows, yeah, this is a bad idea. So we're just making you do 2 races to get the prizes. That's it. Like, the fans have fixed this. I just wish that the actual devs did, because this is not fixed in 3DS. You have to do the 4 races still.
That's what I was going to ask. Did they fix it in 3DS?
No, they did not. In fact, that one's worse because of the magic issue with the swimming. They have to put pots all over the place, because if you don't have infinite magic, you're going to run out of magic and lose the race. So you have to keep on going out of your way to get magic pots.
You know what would have been circumvented this, too? If they wanted to do the 4 races, they could have had quadruplets. And each race been a little bit different.
Yeah, maybe changing up the beavers. Yeah, it's like giving us a whole new set of beavers and then like different rings to go through.
Even they had to change the layout of the map of each race, Yeah,
because they technically do for each day, so they could have done it just for different races to make it different.
I can see why you don't like the Beavers.
Nobody likes the Beavers. Like, ask one person who plays Majora's Mask. Everybody's gonna say, I hate the Beavers.
Yeah, literally no one. Modders fix it because no one likes it.
What?
This is fine.
Okay, don't mind me. Yeah, this is fine. The definition of this is fine. I just wanted to take a dip. But I don't want to actually swim.
This is what you do after you run the Beaver race. You go let off some steam by killing yourself.
This is what you do next. Drown.
You just tie a weight to your foot and then just jump in the river.
Yeah.
So that was just a little trick I did just to get down here without swimming. It was really just a thing to kind of save me the time, essentially. If you're hovering in the air like that with like a bomb hover, and you pull out the ocarina, you just fall until you hit something. Which, if you're over a bottomless pit, I guess how that's going to work out. You're going to avoid out. But if you're over something like water, you dive straight down to the bottom surface. You don't even swim, you just sink like a rock. In that case, it helps.
I'm gonna be honest, when you did that, it just reminded me of how you get storage from Wind Waker with the Wind Waker.
It's the same idea, yeah. Because later on, that was a whole nother glitch in a different Zelda game, and became more broken.
By the way, I think the Zora's quote-unquote guard dog failed to stop you.
I mean, that's fine. It's a fellow Zora coming in. And not just any Zora. Mikal. Technically lives here.
True. But no, seriously, ask anyone that's played Majora's Mask and ask them if they like to beat a race. You will be lucky to find one person that says they like it at this point.
Oh yeah, you're the star of the show. Here you go, I'll let you in. VIP badge.
Yeah, I'm the star of the show, but I share a room with the drummer. I don't even have my own room. Budget cuts, man, I swear.
Hey man, you know, we only have so many rooms and we have so many bodies, so you're gonna have to bunk up.
And it's not wrong on the up part, because my room is upstairs on this one, and the only way up here is to use the hook shot, so I don't know how this guy got in his bed. Would have really had to climb the walls just to get upstairs.
I like how he says he'd catch my drift. Too, like, aha, water pun.
Yeah, there's a lot of little jokes, puns, and even references here, because you listen to the music and you can kind of hear references to other Zelda games, too. Like, the drummer here, he's playing a dungeon theme from Zelda on NES.
I'm trying to listen to it.
Yeah, it's a little hard to when you're in dialogue. Sometimes it will get quieter, depending on what's going on. Oh, my lucky color is green. Does lucky include death?
About that.
Wait, I'm green? That must mean I'm lucky. How do you say this guy's name? Japaz?
I think it's Japas, actually.
Were you technically supposed to do all this before you went and got the eggs?
Technically, you probably should just know the story, but nothing stops you from doing that first. And in fact, actually, there is some dialogue we're not going to see here for that reason, because if you try to give an egg to the band leader, because he's actually asking Mikal to bring him to him, then he'll just tell him, bring him to the laboratory in Great Bay itself. So he's kind of your hint as to where exactly to take the eggs for real, but it's kind of weird how you ask for the eggs and say, cool, I don't want these. It can kind of confuse you on a first playthrough at first. And if you barely have any time left, that's a problem. And I'm looking it up now. I was trying to remember the exact music. I actually got one of the details wrong. I was remembering a Zelda 1 theme, but it wasn't the drummer. It was actually this guy. Japa's here, he strums the dungeon theme from Legend of Zelda. He was the one I was thinking of. The other guy, the drummer, I think his name is Tijo. He plays the cave theme from Link to the Past on his drums.
Oh.
Also, I love how they're all outside the door listening. It's like, you bunch of, get out of here!
Yeah, no free shows.
Freeloaders.
Loitering is not allowed in the music hall.
But yeah, you can kind of hear it now, even like he's strumming the guitar, but not really. Some good playing. Oh, there goes a finger. And now he stops. But you can kind of hear it now that he is strumming the dungeon theme from Zelda 1.
It's okay. It's just the invisible hand.
And it does a better job than the real ones. So here's our last one in the chain, Evan. The band leader here, he's needing a new song for the carnival, but he also doesn't want to hear it at all from any of the band members, so we're going to teach him the song as someone other than Azora, because then he'll actually accept it.
Recognize that tune.
Yeah, he plays the Game Over theme from Zelda 1.
You want an autograph, you gotta get out of here.
Also, how'd you even get in here?
He tapped that booty with a hook shot.
I don't want your autograph. I just want to snap you with this hook shot. But yeah, if you actually played that song as Mikau in front of the guy, he would have got all upset, like, what, you guys write a song behind my back again? What's wrong with you? But you play it as a human, it's like, ooh, this is a hot jam.
My dude's got a, 15, keyboard setup on this.
What are you talking about? That's just an average streamer at this point.
Yeah, I mean, look at any kind of musician on that front. That's pretty much what they would have on their kit.
He's like, I got 3 synthesizers over here.
Those must be some hot wireless headphones he has, though, because I don't see a wire anywhere. This age, that's impressive. Wireless was kind of crap in, the 90s, early 2000s.
You like my synth setup, my friend? It's pretty impressive. I spent $9,000 on this stuff.
It's so cool. Look, this one plays a fart sound. I spent the $9,000 just for that key. I will also be sending my lawyers against you here very soon, because that's copyright infringement. You stole my song.
Royalties, you need to pay them.
Yeah, he wants to come up with this song. He gets annoyed when one of the band members comes up with it because of pride, but then he will take it from a kid without crediting the kid. It's like, alright, this guy's the worst leader. AKA, pretty much anyone in music when you get to corporate levels. I don't care. My music. You make this? I make this.
That was literally the embodiment of that whole entire side quest.
Yeah, pretty much. You don't have to actually do the jam sessions at all. You don't need to read the notebook to get the notes or do the jam session with Japas. If you know the song already, because it's the same between every single playthrough, you can just come here immediately and play it for the guy.
But for Let's Play's sake, we're going to show it off.
Yeah.
Yeah, because again, on a first playthrough, you won't really know what the song is, so that's the path to get it. Also, this guy is weird. He's out here scratching up a door because he's a stalker. He's after Lulu.
Well, it's a good thing she's not even in her room right now, or just might look pretty bad. Or even worse at this point.
Get out of here, you weirdo.
Oh, it's gonna get worse here for you in a second, buddy, because guess who you're trying to peep in on? A Deku scrub. Man, that gets weird. He's not even Lulu.
Man, I'd understand if it was, if it was Lulu. She's a nice lady and all. But that dude is a Deku scrub. A middle-aged one, for that matter.
And he sells you green potion.
Wait. When you really think about this, if you never played this game before, you're thinking, the Deku Scrub gets his own room, but I don't.
It's like, wait a minute. Wait a minute, man. Oh, this is unfair. I am the lead guitarist in the band. Why am I stuck up here in the drafts?
It's okay. He has a deed.
The weird part about this, it makes no sense, because he made a room for himself in this room. With his flower, essentially, because there's a hole in the ceiling. He came in here because of an attack on the area. That's freeloading. That's 100% the definition of freeloading.
You better pay rent, buddy.
He just did. He gave you everything at this point.
Like, I'm out of here.
Oh, and the worst part is, technically, for our sake, we don't even need his deed. We don't need this flower at all, because all you can do, I'm not even kidding with this, get under this platform with Goron, and then just simply jump up. I'm not even kidding, it's that easy. What's collision? You can actually do the same thing with the boathouse in the southern swamp. Just get right underneath a roof there and jump up and you just clip through. But we didn't have Goron at the time, so we couldn't show it off. This one, however, no, we're doing it.
But who needs a deed? Most useless deed ever. Dude, again? Get out of here!
I know. Oh man, I gotta see that hot Zora. Oh, Mikal, how you doing? I forgot you were in the room.
I want Lane to go up to him. I was like, yeah, there's nothing in there. Go ahead and search for yourself. Walks in there and sees a Deku flower.
No, he comes out of the room and he holds the sword. Just imagine what I'm gonna do if you don't leave.
I'm gonna cut your kneecaps off.
You don't need those knees, right?
I'm gonna use a quote from Mace Windu. A simp lord?
At least you didn't take it where I thought you was gonna take it.
Yeah, hello, 911. I would like to report a pedophile. The guy is a weirdo, I swear. Like, he is, yes, 100% a simp lord for Lulu. It is weird. To a point, you can actually do a little side quest here with Lulu specifically, and it is one of the weirdest ones in the game. Not required for anything, but you can get some money.
He's the type of dude that'll pay 300 rupees for Lulu's bathwater.
Yeah, he actually would. Because he actually pays you money for pictures of Lulu. Get a picture of anything with Lulu in it, and he's like, all right, here you go. Here's some rupees. Get a picture of, like, her one fin, and it's like, yeah, here you go, $5. And depending on the quality of the picture you take of Lulu, he gives you more money.
Lester, this is horrible. Why?
It is, but that's what the devs did. I don't understand why. I think this is a check on a randomizer if you have all the items fully shuffled around, too. So you're going to probably have to do this if you're playing a rando seed with these settings. Because you do that with the Octo rewards, like the swamp. So a good quality picture of Lulu gives you 20 rupees. A crap one gives you 5.
No, we're not taking any more pictures, dude. I'm reporting you at this point.
I'm already calling the cops. They're on their way right now.
I'm not gonna do your simping for you, buddy. No, just leave before I get scarred.
Oh, by the way, Lulu asked to give you this handsome piece of paper. Wait, what does this say? Oh, it's a restraining order. Oh, great. Like, what do you expect? You're literally wanting to look at private sides of Lulu. I only get to see those private sides. And even then, I technically don't, because I'm not the real Mikal.
Who's worse, Link or this dude in this situation? Disguising it as Lulu's boyfriend. Well, at least Link's not being a total creep out.
No, he's just taking pictures of Lulu's private side, so it's fine.